and bienvenue. Welcome, fremde, étranger, stranger. Glücklich zu sehen, just vis enchanté. Happy to see you, bleibe reste stay. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome im cabaret, au cabaret, du cabaret. Meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, Ladies.
All right, where's my mic? I have two. I was going to give it to Abdi, but he's doing a costume change. All right, so welcome to the Yallwest Cabaret. Did you guys have a great day? Yeah, you met all your authors? You got all your books signed? Awesome, awesome. So basically, I have been doing Yallwest and Yallfest for 11 years. I've probably been to 3 Smackdowns. I have missed 17 of them. And this year, there were talks about scrapping it. We're not going to do Smackdown this year. And I said, why? And they said, nobody has the energy. And I said, but my kid loves Smackdown. It's like her favorite thing. So they said, and then so Margie, our co-founder, said, fine, Mel, you do it. So I'm the sucker. I'm the one who had to do it. And the only one who would do it with me is my intrepid co-host, Abdi. Abdi. Yay! Thank you for doing it with me.
Thank you for letting, oh, my mic's not working. Hello,
There you go.
That's much better. As Mel said, I was the last to be asked. She asked everybody else to host this, and they said no. But I always have to be different, and I love being last. In all honesty, I assumed Yallwest was on Zoom. I've been in London. I just flew back. Had to cut my vacation short. Had to not get COVID to be let back into the country. Mel.
Thank God.
I was planning on doing this from London Bridge, because what better place to fall down, down, down. We are going to be bombing tonight. But the good news is this morning, I got a little help writing some jokes for this monologue from my 10-year-olds who are genius, and they decided that tonight we must put the rump in Rumpelstiltskin, the poo in Winnie the Pooh, the dumb in Albus Dumbledore, the purr in Percy Jackson, the sin in Cinderella, and the will in Willy Wonka, as in, we will humiliate every author tonight.
All right, and next. And so let's talk about the Yall team. That is our Margaret, nice lady boss energy Stoll, who works day and night to bring this festival to you guys, and we are so thankful for Margie and everything she does. I don't know what Raffi does, we're not sure, but you know, he's the cutest, so he's up there. And so thanks, Margie and Raf, for leaving me alone to do Smackdown. Thank you.
You're not alone, I'm right here.
That's right, sorry. And next, all right.
Juvenilia.
You know, it's your favorite, our authors when they were young and inexperienced writers, writing their angst and their dreams. And and you're the first. We just went through this 15 minutes ago.
We
This
really
is
did.
Abdi.
Okay, I'm Abdi, as you know. I decided to go first because this is so bad that everyone who comes after me will feel so much better. This is a poem I wrote when I was 12 years old and should have known better. I have 2 10-year-olds now. They write the most beautiful poetry. It's crazy. But this is what I wrote when I was 12. Floating in your mind, a block of memories, some made of joy and some are not. They leave you every piece. When you are in your own world, and your own world is what you're in, you think what you are thinking, but think what you want to think. Why do they have to end after they begin? Why do they have to end with the sound of a dropping pin? Does it mean anything, I wonder to myself? Does it mean anything if I think that I'm an elf? But could you blame yourself for the dreams that you dream? The dreams that you dreamed yesterday, the dreams you dream today, the dreams you dream tomorrow. So dream a dream, for dreams are dreams. And dreams will always be dreams.
I get the costume now, Abdi.
Guinness Book of World Records for most time saying the word dream in a poem. You will always dream a dream. Life is forever dreams. That is the end of that poem, but if that is not bad enough, I just want to read one entry from a diary I found from also when I was 12 years old. The vast majority of diary entries were literally just a rundown of how much time I spent watching TV and reading Archie comics. I'm not joking, it says TV time, 2 hours and 10 minutes. I was a sociopath. But this was my favorite entry of all. April 18th, 1998. Dear Diary, nothing special. And now.
But you are so special. A hand for Abdi.
And next, we welcome Charlie Jane, Doctor Who Anders. Charlie Jane Anders spent all of her time writing Doctor Who fanfic and secretly dreaming of becoming a beautiful woman.
Hi, so I don't remember writing this story. I think I was trying to figure out some stuff about my sexuality. I still thought I was a boy at the time, and I was trying to figure out like what was going on here. So, and I used the word pelvis a lot, apparently. This story is called John Marble is Gay. At the intersection between his pelvis and his recurring dreams, John Marble made his discovery. His pelvis cooperated solely by slouching or cocking, depending on its opinion of John's status. Some people slouch and cock with their shoulders, some with their pelvises. His pelvis had been slouching for some time, longer than John could pinpoint exactly, and it seemed to be telling him that something was deeply wrong. Twice he'd caught himself putting his hands in his back pockets like a dentist whose chest hair, a dentist he'd had once, whose chest hair shone off by his open shirt like dry hay, whose posture would have needed a yardstick to keep it straight. John's recurring dreams were all Greek. His body and another male body, both naked, both slicked with olive oil, like a feta salad. I wrote this, I can't believe I wrote this. Wrestling, twisting each other around in order to gain the advantage. It was only the last time that he'd recognized the body as Slim's. And this reminded him of a genuine occurrence months ago when he and Slim really had been wrestling, only for a moment and only fully clothed.
Oh, Charlie Jane Anders!
Woo woo! My God, I will never look at feta salad the same way again.
I hope it was, authentic olive oil.
And now, Rebecca with the good hair, Phelps. As a teenager, Rebecca could usually be found volunteering to sweep the Black Box Theater during lunch just to have an excuse to hang out there so she wouldn't have to go to the cafeteria.
And she's the only one, well, no, everybody's cute. But really, this is what you looked like in high school. Did you see my high school photo? Thanks a lot, Rebecca.
I thank my mother for finding the one cute photo of me when I was a child. That's a good one.
You still look exactly like that. You have no excuse.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so we were supposed to bring in embarrassing writing from when we were a teenager. I don't have any. I was acting at the time, so I brought in an embarrassing story from when I was 18. So I came out to LA to be an actress because I was, going to make it in one summer before I had to go back to college. And I signed up to be an extra, which you do to get your SAG card so you can, be in the movies. So I show up on the first day to be an extra in this movie, and when you show up to be an extra, they don't tell you what you're going to be working on. So I go to the costume fitting, and it's a bikini and platform heels. I don't know what it is. So I'm on the shuttle on the way to the set, and my friend and I say to the shuttle driver, "Hey, what's the movie?" And he says, "Have you ever heard of John Holmes?" Now, I am fresh off the bus from Wisconsin, where I went to college. So the answer is, I don't know who that is. He was an adult film star. I now know this. And he says it's a movie about John Holmes, and John Holmes is going to be played by Marky Mark. And I said, oh my God, I've been in LA for a week, and I'm in a porno. How am I going to tell my mother? Now, you can't see this. This is me in Boogie Nights. I thought we were going to be in this little room. This is me in Boogie Nights in my screen debut. This is my big part. And if you watch Boogie Nights, you can see me. It was my first job. I did get my SAG card, by the way. Thank you.
Yay!
Woo!
I think it's Rebecca Boogie Nights Phelps.
Everyone in this room has 1 degree of separation to Julianne Moore right now.
And next.
Next up, we have Abigail, striker of poses, Hing Wen. And now you see how everyone looked so fierce when they were young. Abigail is a big sister, storyteller, dancer, and haunter of the public library in Solon, Ohio.
And next, can we put up the slide of Abigail's magnum opus? There we go.
So that earlier picture was my misguided photo from my trip to Love Boat. There you have it. So this is something I wrote in high school. I've never read this aloud, so this is actually very terrifying. I wrote it when I think I was 15 years old. Are there any Hamilton fans in the audience?
Woo!
All right.
Hamilton!
So after I watched Hamilton, and then I watched it again, I found this old poem, and here it is. The Money Man and the Farmer. We need a debt, cried Hamilton, to glue the states to me. We'll fund at par and pay state debts. We'll be a family.
Woo!
But for the farmers, Thomas cried, why dig an early grave? We've paid our debts. To pay the Norths would waste the dough we've saved. See here, came Hamilton's reply. We'll give some log rolling a try. You'll vote yes, aye. You'll help us pay, and in the South, D.C. will lay. I can't believe I'm reading this. So the bargain carried through, and the Northerners were true. The South got its wish. They got to pick the district's place, the Potomac. Now, Ham's next step was paying up a whiskey tax, some cents per cup, and tariffs on the foreign trade would quickly help the debt get paid. High stakes here. And now, the biggest plot of all, the bank Al wanted to install. And not just any plain old bank, but a national one of prestigious rank. Tom was quick to interpose. This bank's a trick of our rich foes. The Constitution never called for the giant bank they want installed. Alex shot back elastic clause. It says, Congress may pass those laws that we, the government, may need in order for us to succeed. Then Alex pulled out all his charts. I want a bank with many parts. A part to regulate our cash, a safe for money we may stash, a place to print our currency in uniform and accuracy. We'll fill each bill with greenish lace, and on the front will be your face. Okay, said George, I think you're right. I'm on your side, though Tom may fight. The bank was made and functioned best. In fact, Tom used it. What a jest. Since all Al's plans were carried through, the U.S. prospered and it grew. The bank was made, the gold poured in, and all was well for the time being. Yay! Thank you.
I think Lin-Manuel,
Lin-Manuel needs to write someone a check.
Yeah.
Young Abigail is not giving away her shot. Next up, we have
Alexis with an unnamed author who has never made it to Yallwest or Yallfest, declining all our invites, and so shall remain unnamed. Castellanos.
Alexis spent summers at home watching too much TV, playing too many video games, and sleeping too much. No loves, no flings, no sand, no pain. Sounds kind of perfect.
So I feel like I need to preface this. I was maybe 12 or 13 when I wrote this. I found it on a floppy drive a few years ago, and my family had just moved me from Miami to Central Florida and had a lot of feelings about it. That's the only excuse I can give for this next piece of fiction. This is the prologue to some sort of story I had been writing. The name has been lost to time. I don't care what they think. They can rot in their petty lies and popularity for all I care. They can cry and beg for mercy once their skin begins to burn. They may haunt my dreams, crying and begging, complaining that all that was left of their glory was their ashes. They can fall at my feet, lick the mud off my boots, and then spit it out, saying that it is much too rich to touch their foul, dead tongues. They can cry and burn in hell for all of time. I didn't really care, because I excel in not caring. I excel in all my classes, even though I never try to do so. I excel in making my parents happy, even though I wish I didn't. I excel in being a great person, no matter how hard I try not to. And every now and then, when these things, these thoughts get the better of me, I run away here. It's the forest behind our house. Everyone is scared of it. They call it haunted, but that's not true. I go down here every day and sit by the stream. It's not haunted. Today, I was sitting by the stream because the house was too quiet. My little brother Jake was at his friend's house. My parents were meeting up with some businessmen. The dog was asleep, and the cat was out hunting something to leave at the doorstep. So I escaped to my refuge of the forest. It has no name. It was nothing special to anybody but me. My friends understood it somewhat. It was my sanctuary, they said, my getaway. And it was. When we first moved here, I was drawn to the forbidden trees and their piney scent. My mom did all she could to keep me from running into the forest. She thought there was a serial killer hiding out here, ready to kill anyone who crossed his path. It was the afternoon, and I was sticking my bare feet into the cool water. I'd be starting high school when the summer ended. Claire and I had splurged and gone on a shopping spree, a whole new wardrobe. We just couldn't help ourselves. We wanted to look nice for our first year in high school. Our other friend, Larry, also caved and bought himself a few things. It was one of the best days of the summer. The dew from the morning was still fresh on the ground, soaking my shorts, but at least it was cool. The summer had been intolerable, hot and humid. My only escape was jumping around in the stream. It was always perfect here. What was that? I was swishing my feet around in the water, and I heard something move. It couldn't have been a squirrel, but it sounded more like someone. A person trying to be quiet, trying not to crunch leaves and twigs under their feet, but they were obviously failing. The warnings from my mother came back. Sick people in our world. I froze, but I didn't look back. The sounds of the crunching were getting a bit softer, but they were still near. The forest was still dark through the overgrown trees covering up the sun, so it looked a bit like dusk here. The sound of my blood pumping in my ears almost drove me crazy. It couldn't be a person. I was losing it. It's just your cat, or maybe some other small animal. But that evil thing called doubt was rushing in me. I didn't believe myself. So I turned around to prove myself wrong. But I wasn't. I was perfectly right. Unless there was an odd animal that inhabited these woods that was 6 feet tall, had the shape of a man, and wore clothes, then this was definitely a man watching me. His features were deeply shadowed, and all I could make out was the faint lining of his clothes, his hair, his frame. He was young from what I could tell. He knew I saw him, but he didn't move. He cocked his head to one side, and then I heard his laugh, a mocking, rich laugh. And then he left. He quickly disappeared in the darkness of the trees, his laugh echoing through the woods. Then it stopped. For the first time ever, the forest was quiet. Thank you.
And there's Alexis with her teen artwork. Thank you, Alexis.
That was genuinely haunting and amazing. I mean,
A mysterious laugh.
loved it. Next up, we've got Cookie and KOTB
New
for
kids
life.
on the block for life.
Cookie's got the right stuff, baby. Teenage Cookie wrote what we now call fanfic about JFK Jr., Jason Priestley, and New Kids on the Block.
Yes. So just a little background. That handsome man on the poster is Jonathan Knight. He has a brother named Jordan Knight, and my little sister and I always dreamed that I would marry Jonathan and she would marry Jordan and we would live next door to each other because, that's just the natural order of things. So this fanfic or this excerpt I'm going to read is from an actual book. I wrote it handwritten in pencil. I filled a whole notebook. So this was a novel, you guys. And the background is they're at a bar, and this dude, Carson, has been harassing Cookie. No relation to me, of course. Looking for something, honey bun? Carson grabbed Cookie's arm and pulled her to him roughly. All I want is a little kissy poo. Let me go, you're hurting me, please. Cookie struggled against his hold. It seemed like everyone was watching, but no one cared. I think you better let the lady go. It was Jonathan. Carson turned. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh, Carson turned to look at him. Pretty boy gonna make me? Carson shoved Cookie to the ground and threw the purse in her face. Come on, pretty boy, Carson taunted as he pushed Jonathan. Jonathan took a step back and landed a clean blow to Carson's jaw, knocking him over a table. Beer mugs and wine glasses flew to the floor, and Carson dragged the table down with him. He was out cold. Jonathan winced and tried to shake the pain from his hand. He helped Cookie to her feet and held her for a bit, making sure she was okay. Cookie felt safe in his strong arms, even though she barely knew him. She felt the blood rushing to her head and strangely became glad when Jonathan let go of her. She thought she was going to faint. Silently, Jonathan paid for the damages and escorted Cookie out. Cookie, are you all right? Becky said. Oh, Becky was my best friend at the time. Cookie, are you all right? Becky asked, and she ran to her friend. What happened? She wrapped her arms around Cookie's shoulders. Oh, stupid Carson was harassing me again. He hurt me, and Jonathan here took care of him. Jonathan, what's wrong? Nothing, it's okay. Jonathan was still rubbing his hand. What's wrong with your hand? Cookie asked. She took his hand in hers and saw the gash across his knuckles. She looked up at him and said, I don't know how to thank you. She kissed his hand tenderly. He moved in closer to possibly kiss her, but then Jordan burst through the incoming door and he grabbed Jonathan's arm. Jonathan, what happened? And the moment was lost.
I would publish that right now. Cookie, Ponya.
Give us the sequel, step by step. And next, Marie makes braces look good, Marquardt. You know,
Marie has straight teeth now.
Marie's bio came a little bit late, so I don't have it. I just have a blank page, but it's okay because I have found out she's a theology scholar, correct? So if I roast you, I feel like I'm going to go to a hell I don't believe in. So I will never roast you, Marie. Never would I mock you.
All right, so, in the past couple of days, I've met a lot of folks who I would say are legitimate prodigies. I'm talking people who wrote their first novel when they were in high school, and amazing, extraordinary people. And I'm here to tell you that I am not one of those people. I'm going to share with you, for your listening pleasure, a poem that I wrote at the lovely age of 13, and I think we should play a little game together called Count the Cliches. Y'all ready? Let's do this. Just call it out.
We're ready.
Like when you hear one, just go 1, and we'll see how many we can count. This poem is called The Spirit Fills Me. Joy swells up inside me, rushing through my soul like the wind of a summer storm. There we go. Not calm, yet not cold, like a spring from deep within. Rising strong and bold, love creeps up on me with its gentle call, like the cardinal's smooth, clear song, beckoning the fall, like the morning's gentle sun, spreading warmth o'er all. Each day the Spirit fills me with the love of life, with the joy to carry on and forget my strife.
Oh, yay! Woo! Thank you, Marie. And next, we have Laura. 50% cute, 50% charming, 100% gay. Go!
Woo! Math is hard, guys.
Oh man, yeah. Honestly, I think I was ahead of my time. Like, I know half of y'all are gonna cop this look after this. Oh man. I just love how uncomfortable I look. Like, oh man, I call it my chronic gay panic face. Okay. Well, yeah, thank y'all for showing up. I'm going to read some old angsty diary entries because I am a masochist. And these are from 6th grade, so I just started middle school. All right, let's see. August 22nd, 2007. Dear Diary, I wanted to look pretty for middle school, so I tried to shave some eyebrow off to make it...
We've all been there.
Yes, we have.
To make it less bushy, but instead I made a hole in my eyebrow. Oh, I should have put that picture on there, honestly. I'm so dumb in full capitalized letters, but it'll grow back, so it's okay. August 19th, 2007. Dear Diary, church was out again, and I read Bible stories to my little brother, Jerry. Even though he's an annoying little jerk, but he's still okay. I love how positive I was back then. I was like, this sucks, but he's still okay, you know. Oh man, where'd the time go? Okay, so this one is a longer one. The context is when I started middle school, I moved schools, I moved towns, so I was the new kid, and yeah, it was very tough for the new kid. All right, September 20, 2007. I feel like my whole life has changed ever since we moved and I had to change schools. At McCoy, I had fit in. Everyone liked what I liked. No one called us nerds because either they were one or they were very nice. Me and my friends were normal kids. We liked playing, talked a lot, you know, did what normal kids did. Except we were highly intelligent.
Make no mistake.
This is why they bullied me when I moved, because I called myself highly intelligent. Oh, we weren't saying things like E equals MC squared to everyone, like you see in the movies. What movies? We were just normal kids with smart brains. It was like we didn't even know the meaning of popular, but now we moved here. Popularity was the only thing that mattered here. The student council had the popularist kids. not kids who had great ideas for school or something. Most of the popular ones were the pretty girls or the cute boys. Now it's time for middle school, and middle school means bullies. Bullies pick on non-popular kids. So that's why I decided to switch from oboe to flute and band.
I mean, flute is just so much more popular.
A lot going on. I shaved my leg to look prettier. I tried to look skinnier. I stopped wearing shorts because they make me look fat. Oh, I wanted to get highlights. I wish I was still at McCoy, but it'll be okay.
Yay! And it all turned out
Thank you.
amazing. Laura! Woo!
I mean,
we're obsessed.
amazing.
Love you.
I have to say, though, on a very personal note, that made me emotional because it reminded me of, like, my favorite movie is that one where Julia Roberts looks at Hugh Grant and she says, "I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy saying E = MC squared." It's so emotional.
Right?
God.
Yay!
And next.
And next. Oh, this is our favorite photo of the night. Jason, you remember him from Dancing Cabaret with us? Ray-Ban model June.
Jason June was a high schooler that should have kept away from popped colors and looked like a guy that probably wore too much body spray.
Yeah. This is awful. What a difference a few years makes, though, right? Like, from that to Laura Dern, it's great. Perfect. So I'm going to be reading Gerbil Wars. I wrote this when I was a few years younger than this terrifying douchebag. So it's probably like between the ages of 8 and 10 when I wrote this. This is the first edition. It's also the only edition.
Gerbil Wars.
Gerbil Wars. And you can tell that it's a sign of a true genius because I wrote this in Comic Sans. Yeah. So here we go. Gerbil Wars. Chapter 1. The space gerbil was having trouble keeping up its shields as the Poo-Pooians were shooting their ultra-powered lasers at it. The last bit of energy that the space gerbil had to keep up the shield was gone because of the explosions that the Poo-Pooians were dealing to the ship. One more blast and the space gerbil would fall into space. The Poo-Pooians knew this. Yeah. And they blasted the space gerbil with a huge burst of laser power. And the space gerbil fell to its doom. But what they did not know was that there was a very small planet down below. Gravity or something or whatever, however that works. They fell and fell and fell until they finally crashed on its strange little planet. There were only 4 survivors. They were all of the same species, the regal Gerbalians. Gerbalians are just like tall gerbils, except they walk on 2 legs. The Gerbalians got out of the space gerbil, and they looked around. It seemed that this strange planet was deserted. Until they walked a few steps and saw a huge city down below a cliff. It was surrounded by a beautiful bubble. The Gerbalians saw a path that led to the city from the cliff. They went down the path that led from the cliff to the city. They walked into the bubble, and then all of a sudden there were guards all around the Gerbalians. "Who goes there?" one of the guards asked. "We are Gerbalians from the planet Rodent, and our spacecraft, the Space Gerbil, crashed on yonder cliff." The Gerbalian Sawdust said as he was pointing to the cliff, "We do not know of such species. You must be sent to the castle dungeon this instant," the second guard told the gerbils with a loud and booming voice. Right after the guard finished this sentence, the sound of trumpets could be heard. A hovercraft could be seen with royal paintings on it. A high voice came out of the hovercraft. "Leave these beings alone. Bring them to me." Find out what happens fall 2024 when Gerbil Wars is published by no one.
Woo! Oh my God, I want Gerbil Wars. I mean, we're optioning it, Abby. We're doing it.
Clearly.
And it is time for games. And let's get out our team. First, hosted by the one and only guy who I begged and begged and begged to redo Smackdown from Yallwest here, and he said no. So come on up, Stoneman Chainani. You are hosting charades. I was up here, and my child said, "Bring Soman, bring Soman."
Literally, while we were rehearsing at 4 p.m., there was a row of people in the front just saying, "We miss Soman." I felt so
You
warm
guys are
inside.
doing a fine job. Give it up for our two amazing hosts, Mel and Abby. All right, we have never played charades at a Yallfest or Yallwest. I'm assuming there is a reason, and we're going to find out what that reason is in the course of playing this game. So we will see. Team number one. Let's have team number one come out. We've got Beth Rico, Stephanie Garber, Julie Bucksbaum, and Leslie Margolis. Is there a fourth person in your... Okay, you're missing one. Okay.
Where's Amy? Amy can play.
Oh. People are very excited to play this game, apparently. All right. Okay, they're all play. Okay, we need one person who's going to be the charader, and then the other ones are going to guess. So we need one of you to pick the charade person. Okay, you'll do it? Okay, you're going to come over here. Abby's going to make jokes for a second while I whisper the book to her, and then she's going to sign the book to her team. Her team's going to try to guess it. And
I
then
can't make jokes.
if the team is failing miserably, who's going to help the team? Ta-da! All right, so here we go. Hold on one second. Let me whisper a title to her.
I'm just feeling so sad because I can see how much better Soman is at this than I am. I know why they missed him.
No, you're number one. You
I mean,
came
that
through.
front row,
You
just-
came through, and a friend in need. Thank you, Abdi.
Also, I
You're
chose
my
these
number
myself, and they are very, very, very difficult. Judging by the panic on her face. Okay, so I'm going to give you the mic, and you're going to play. Here we go.
Do I need the mic for charades?
It is called charades.
That is the line of the night.
We know what we are doing. Go ahead.
Three words. First word. Reading? Reading a book.
It's a book. The book title. It's a book,
Book.
title. 3 words. First word.
Small. Short.
Little.
Tiny. Teeny.
Mini. It's a short word.
Small?
It's a short word. It's a short word.
It's a short word.
A,
Oh,
the.
Of.
In.
E.
Of. In. On. Over.
Oh.
Of.
My.
Two.
God.
No. Two
To
words.
all the boys in
Number,
the
the,
Two.
the
Okay,
second word.
Wait, did we guess the first word?
No.
No.
We're moving on.
Stab.
To kill a mockingbird. No.
3 words. Die.
Murder.
Kill.
A good girl's guide to murder.
Choke.
I'm just throwing things.
This is going so
Murder.
well.
Maim.
Mean.
Death.
Stab. Hurts.
Stab.
Die.
Dying.
The Hunger Games. I'm just throwing guesses out there.
Okay, what's
Fight?
punching? Fight.
Fight club.
Brawl.
Punch.
Battle.
Hit.
Wait, what's the third word?
Oh, no, the third word.
Soman, you said you handled this.
Wait, what are you doing?
Arm.
Shot.
A call to arms. What?
What?
2 syllables. Okay. Third word is
okay.
Smile.
Smiling.
Smiling.
Grin.
Grin.
Happy. Grin.
Grinning.
Earring.
Sounds like second. First syllable.
First syllable. Ear.
Earring.
Sound.
Knee.
Sound knee. Sound knee. Sound knee. Smile. Sound what?
He smells like a smile.
Can somebody in the audience
Someone help us,
out?
please.
Okay, who wants to play? Okay, come on up, come on up.
Smile. What? Sounds like knee. Okay. Knee,
syllable.
we, pee, key, D,
Light.
fee.
Sounds
What?
like light. So, no, it's light. So something light. Something be light. Delight. Something delight. Kill of
These violent delights.
So, man. Oh my God, that was so hard.
It was difficult.
I mean,
it was difficult.
that was very difficult.
It was very difficult.
That reminded me of one time I was playing celebrity
really
with somebody
hard, yeah.
who did not know who Britney Spears was. And literally pointed at a British person for Brit and then at the knee for knee to get someone to say Britney.
Well, thank God you had a British
I
person.
mean,
You know
Go
why
on.
I thought it would be good? I love the idea of someone sitting here mimicking, killing, punching, kicking, doing all these things, and no one would get violent. All right, Team 1, you are honorably dismissed.
Yay, go, they got it.
Give it up for Team 1.
Thanks, Team 1.
Team 2.
Danielle Clayton, Charlie Jane Anders.
Danielle
Eve
Clayton,
Lockhart.
Charlie Jane Anders, E. Lockhart.
woo, woo.
And who else is coming out?
Oh,
And
Alexis.
And Alexis. Okay,
Castellanos.
who's going to be your charader? Alexis. Okay, Abdi, make jokes again. Alexis, come
Well, Alexis, since you're the one who's going to be doing the charades, you need a mic.
All right.
Oh, are we still vamping?
We're just waiting. Soman is telling Alexis another incredibly
Right.
difficult YA book title.
Oh, are we ready?
We're ready.
Foot.
Foot.
Overhead.
Stomp. Break.
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 Break. Stamp.
Sky.
Sky.
Heavens.
Turtles all the way down.
Oh my God.
Yes?
That's
John Green. Paper Towns. Fault in
Fault
Our
in Our
Stars.
Stars. Fault in Our Stars.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
good. That's pretty
got
good.
it?
That was it. That's what I was saying.
For those who didn't know, the unnamed author in the photo was John Green. So
Team
mad,
2.
That was really good.
that was amazing.
I think we can let you go.
Is that
was
it?
great.
Woo!
You guys did a good job.
Team 2.
What I want to know is how is Team 1 feeling back in the green room after that? They're like, wait, you're back already?
One, how are you feeling?
All right, Team 3. Raquel Marie, Melissa Albert, Robbie Weber, and Laura again?
Amy Foster.
Amy Foster. Okay, here we go. Team 3, you guys can come out.
Come on out.
All right, who wants to be the charader? Okay, all right, here we go.
More jokes, Abdi.
I'm still thinking about that person who didn't know who Britney Spears was. Does everyone know that Britney Spears is going to marry one of my people? Any Iranians in the room? Maybe not. Anyway, we're very proud. We have our own pop idol now, Britney June.
All right, last round of charades. Here we go.
You can't talk, Amy.
There's too many sounds.
Okay, you cannot talk.
There's a lot of...
You can't
No,
say
no, 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 you can't say that. You're guessing.
You guys need mics.
I'm sorry,
Can you guys pick up mics?
traditional charades, you can say how many words are in the thing, no?
No.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
That's how it's done.
All right. No more talking, Amy.
I will have you know I'm a Canadian, Ms. Foster. Proud of it,
Okay.
too.
Second word.
What was that
Oh,
look?
Canada, my home and
Okay.
native land.
Authors. Writers.
Clowns.
Chairs.
Fabulous people. Models.
People.
I know this clue and I have
participants.
no
Audience
idea what she's
members.
doing.
Authors.
Couple.
Humans. Humans? People.
Two people. Couple.
Very
pair.
attractive people. Friends.
Oh.
Raquel
Besties.
Robbie.
Pair. Couple.
Pair.
Couple.
Brunette.
Duo.
Blonde
match.
and brunette, man, woman.
Okay. I'm having flashbacks to Team One.
This is such a disaster that I'm having such a good time.
Third word.
Dead.
Dead.
Corpse.
Sleeping.
Body.
Knocked out. Paralysis.
Victim. Body.
Knocked
Dead.
out.
Dead. Knocked out. Unconscious.
Corpse.
Sleeping.
Corpse.
Corpse.
Unconscious.
Corpse.
Okay.
Dead.
Undead. Dead. I cannot hear
One person
people.
say
What
it.
it is?
They both die at the end.
They both die at the end.
Oh my
They
God.
both die at the end.
Thank you.
What were you doing?
Oh God! Wait, were you
what were
pointing
you
at
doing
me
at
and
the
Mel
beginning?
for they both died?
We
Jesus.
both die at the end.
Both.
I don't want to be the both and they both die. I don't want that.
Well, we tried.
All right, Team 3.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Look,
Thank
give
you
it
guys
up
for
for
telling
Team
us.
2.
And
Team 2
charades
definitely won.
will never be done again. All right, back to Mel. It's all yours.
Thank you. Thanks, Omen. Thank you.
Thank you, Soman.
Thank you, Omen.
We appreciate you.
And now we have some singing coming up.
Okay, now we have a talent show where we want to inspire you to ask the difficult questions in life, like, what is talent? What is a show? We're going to kick it off with next slide.
Next slide. Gretchen Diva McNeil.
Woo! Gretchen McNeil was an opera singer, but not a very good one, or she wouldn't be at Yallwest talking about how she writes books for a living.
That photo is opening night of Into the Woods. I was the baker's wife. Yeah. I was 18, 19, something like that. Okay, look. I haven't done this in 20 years. And I always say no when people ask me to sing. So I don't promise anything, including the fact that I'm going to get the words right. But this is the opening recitativo from Una voce poco fa by Rossini from The Barber of Seville. And I don't know how it's going to work with a mic, so we're going to play that by ear. Una voce poco fa, qui nel cor mi risuonò, il mio cor ferito è già, e l'indoro fu che il piagò, sì, l'indoro mio sarà, lo giurai, la vincerò. Sì, l'indoro mio sarà. They don't do that in opera, like right in the middle either. Lo giurai, la vincerò. Il tutore accuserà, io l'ingenuo guzzerò, alla finta che darai, contenta resterò. Sì, l'indoro mio sarà, lo giurai, la vincerò. Sì, l'indoro mio sarà. Oh, giurai. Oh,
I'm so glad you said yes, Gretchen. Gretchen is the author of many, many novels. She has 2 Netflix shows. Thank you so much for singing for us tonight. And next.
I mean, I asked a question, what is talent? And Gretchen answered.
Yeah.
Woo.
All right. So
Up next,
let's bring out Miss Cookie, Spanish Lullaby Hipponia.
Yes, Cookie sings badly, but she dances fiercely to make up for it.
And cue the music.
Last night I dreamt of San Pedro, just like I'd never gone. I knew the song, young girl with eyes like the desert. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Tropical, the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the samba played, the sun would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes. Your Spanish lullaby.
I mean, our authors are so talented, Abdi.
I mean, amazing. Wherever she is, and I know exactly where she is, because Madonna's actually in Medellin right now. I track her. I know every move Madonna makes. She is so proud right now.
So proud.
So proud.
And next.
And next. And next. And our
All right,
slides.
so we have our co-author karaoke.
Actually, I think we may even have a special guest with our co-authors. This is an all-star karaoke trio. Come on out, ladies.
I think you need another mic.
Here we go.
Like all the best girl groups, you've become a trio.
Yes.
We will be watching to see who is the
Myra
Beyonce, who is the Diana Ross.
I mean, Gretchen and Cookie are okay, but y'all are about to see some. Yeah.
It will be a spectacle.
It will be a
We
spectacle.
chose writing instead of singing. You're about to find out why that is the case. And any jokes about strangled cats, you can tell on the way out.
But seriously, here's the thing. If you're going to be an author, you got to be willing to get out there and make yourself vulnerable and make a total idiot of yourself. So, here we go.
Sing along. Everybody wants to get up
Please,
from their
sing
chair
along.
and sing along? Come ahead. Bill, we're ready.
Audience participation, please.
What are we doing? 1 second. 1 second.
I got home in the morning like my mother says, when you're gonna live your life right. Oh, mama dear, we're not the fortunate ones, and girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun.
All right, this is a little Madonna just for you. So come on.
This one's for you,
Come on, let's go. Native to the wilderness. Set up and dance.
Didn't know how lost I was until I found you. I was beat, incomplete. I've been hurt. I was sad and blue.
scene, digging the dancing queen.
Okay, let's
Have the
stay
mics
on
gone up?
stage. Stay on stage. We got
I mean, that
the
was
next
better than
slide.
an ABBA hologram. Okay.
All right, next slide, please.
Oh, no. Stay on stage.
Next slide. All right. We're back on. A little technical.
You think you're done?
No, you are so not done.
Wait, I thought you were going to do a fourth song.
So tomorrow, it's Marie's birthday. And it's a big one. Like 5 decades, babe.
5 decades, yes.
50.
5 and 0.
Yeah.
5 and 0.
In this big, oh,
Next
here we go.
slide, please. Next slide. But there's your nickname. And here we go. Surprise,
Happy
Marie!
birthday,
Bring it
Marie! So in the spirit of Yallwest, let's sing Marie happy birthday.
All right.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Marie. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, dancing queens. Happy birthday, Marie. That was awesome.
Happy birthday. That's karaoke.
All right.
Amazing.
Oh my God, that was so good. I mean, where do we go from here, Abby?
I mean, honestly, could you think of a better way to spend your birthday than here at Smackdown?
At Smackdown.
I mean,
All
come
right.
on.
And now we are going to play Guess the First Line, and you can't, because Margie hates this game and says nobody ever gets it, but we're going to prove her wrong tonight. We're going to bring out our authors. All right. I think in a line. Should we have everybody? Yeah, let's have it in a line. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, no worries. All right.
Okay.
Everybody, do we have a mic over there? You guys want to grab a mic? And then there's a mic over here.
Here's a line. Okay, it works. Got a wireless?
Here, let's pass this down. Look, try not to die. Well, I've already done that on stage today.
All right. So everybody have. Somebody need a mic? Here. All right. And say your name before you say your line. You know?
My name is Chloe Gong. Obviously, the line I'm going to read is... Okay. Is everyone ready? I feel like you guys are going to guess this, but just at least give it a few seconds, okay? Make it seem like it's really hard. Deathcast is calling with the warning of a lifetime. I'm going to die today.
Yay!
All right, hey guys. I had just come to accept that my life would be ordinary when extraordinary things began to happen. One of my favorite books, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Yes.
That would be her husband, Ransom Riggs, wrote that book.
Hi, I'm Julie Buxbaum, and I'm so old, I'm like holding this out here. Okay. A sex tape, a pregnancy scare, 2 cheating scandals, and that's just this week's update. My kid got it. That was my kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus. You guys have to say what the answer is. But after they've guessed.
One of Us is Lying.
My name is Robbie Weber. Thank you. All right. The end of the world started when a Pegasus landed on the hood of my car. Yeah, but you have to know which one. One more time, sorry. Correct.
Last Olympian by Rick Riordan.
You guys are good.
Where did it go? There we go.
Hello, I'm Raquel Marie. Thank you. Juiced had two problems, the moon and his mustache. Yes, Six of Crows.
By Lee Bardugo.
Okay. There's only one left, so we're good.
Oh, all right. Hi, I'm Amy Foster. You might know me from when I just died earlier on the stage there. All right. I've been locked up for 264 days.
Shatter Me by Tahara, right here. Woo-hoo.
Shatter me by this lovely, gorgeous lady. We just get to pick anyone? Just like no one's telling me, all right, that's craziness. All right. All right. Dear friend, I'm writing to you because she said you listen and understand and didn't try to sleep with that person at the party, even though you could have. Please don't try to figure out who she is, because then you might figure out who I am, and I really don't want you to do that. Perks of being a wallflower, yes.
By Stephen Chbosky. Oh, you guys are awesome. Suck it, Marg.
They did so good. Wow. Oh, there's more. Sorry.
Okay, all right. We'll just hold it down. Okay.
Let's do one more round. We'll do one more.
What? Okay, you do it again. Oh, okay, fine. Fine. Put me on the spot. My God. Okay. Kel wore a very peculiar coat. You guys, I didn't even finish reading it. They already knew it was a darker shade of magic. Like.
By V. Schwab, who was here today. Yay.
Yes, no, smart. Okay, yeah. Oh, that, please, even I don't know. I'm like a 5-year-old. I am a frozen statue of a girl in the woods. Ooh, none of you know it, Snap.
No one?
I think this is the first line from that story we heard in Juvenilia. Was it Alexis who read the story?
Oh, yeah, the mysterious laugh.
Actually, it's from my book. That's why no one's ever heard of it. No, just kidding. I'm a frozen statue of a girl in the woods.
The Firekeeper's Daughter.
Yes, The Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley.
I'll just go with the first one at the top. Easy. Welcome to the beautiful Sinclair family. Yes, We Were Liars by E. Lockhart.
Oh, such a good book.
I'm going to pick the long one, even though I'm really bad at reading out loud, so here we go. If you really want to hear about it, the first thing you'll probably want to know is where I was born and what my lousy childhood was like and how my parents were occupied and all before they had me and all that David Copperfield kind of crap, but I don't feel like going into it if you want to know the truth. Yeah, that was like a really, really bad Holden Caulfield, but like, it's fine. I'm not good at reading out loud, I said it. Oh.
Catcher in the Rye.
Okay, my turn? Okay. When I stepped out into the bright sunlight from the darkness of the movie house, I had only two things on my mind: Paul Newman and a ride home. The Outsiders, yes. That is so good. I am so impressed.
Oh, okay. Sophie had waited all her life to be kidnapped. By Soman Chinani. Yes.
Yay, School for Good and Evil. We were watching the trailer. That was the trailer. And the last first line.
My big brother reaches home in the dark hours before dawn, when even ghosts take their rest.
Yes!
An ember in the ashes.
Ember in the ashes. So much to hear. Thank you, lovely authors. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. And I think they can stay on stage. Next slide is our finale.
Woo!
So every authors.
If you are one of our authors, join us on stage
Join us
immediately.
on stage. If you presented today, Oh, yay, there's Ransom.
Oh, yeah, we can collect the papers.
All right.
Well, yeah, I guess we don't. Unless you want to be very. No.
So we are going to sing Madonna, because Abdi picked it.
You guys should all be very proud of yourselves for how many of those lines you got, because like I didn't even really know very
No,
many
that
of those.
was really amazing.
We're almost
As
at
with
the end.
charades, you can put your mics down and lip sync for your life.
Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me. I think they're okay. If they don't give me proper credit, I just walk away. They can beg and they can plead, but they can't see the light. That's right. 'Cause the boy with the cold hard cash is always Mr. Right. 'Cause we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Some boys romance, some boys slow dance. That's alright with me. If they can't raise my interest, then I have to let them be. Some boys try and some boys lie, but I don't let them play. No way. Only boys that save their pennies make my rainy day. 'Cause we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Boys may come and boys may go, and that's alright, you see. Experience has made me rich, and now they're after me. 'Cause everybody's living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. A material, a material, a material world.
Quick group photo. There we are. Yay! All right. And that is a wrap. Thank you guys so much for coming to Smackdown after 2 years. We are so happy to see you. We will be back in Santa Monica, but before then, if you're in Charleston, come see us November 12th for more mayhem. Thank you. Good night.